already have two people here, I guess. Um, I don't know how to refresh my chat, but anyway, thank you for doing a thumbs up. And anyway, welcome. It is me. It is I, the infamous Kiki. What is everybody up? What is everybody doing today? Welcome to my channel. If you do not know who I am or what I do, I watch episodes live. And let me see if I can get the chat going because I had an internet issues, y'all. So I thank you everybody coming in here. Thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, comment, or whatever. I watch these episodes live. We're gonna watch Love After Lockup, Car Chase from Hell, season 4, episode 36, or however they do these crazy episodes. The way they number them is crazy. Last week I watched these episodes, every episode live. That's what I do. And I couldn't last week. I'm sorry, y'all. I really do apologize because I had a birthday party to go to. Friday I was tired. Sunday I had something to do. So it's like I didn't have time. So I do apologize for not being here last week. And I'd like to say hello to Dustin and GSP. I like to say what's up to them. My chat is not working, so I gotta look on my phone, look at the chat on my phone. So I just want to say hi to y'all, and I'm gonna be reading the chat. So if y'all see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to read the chat because my internet got a little messed up or whatever. So I'm just making sure that everybody can hear me, but I'm just gonna turn it down. I'm gonna thumbs up myself. But anyway, yeah, live. I hope everybody's doing great. Let me look at the chat to see how everybody's doing. Hola. Now, if y'all been subscribed to my channel, y'all been here, especially Dustin, GSP. Some of y'all, I know a lot of y'all gonna watch this in the replays, not here for the live stream. But y'all know, like months back, like my washer started leaking. It leaked in my laundry room. It flooded my laundry room. Then my stove blew up. Then my car having problems. Y'all remember that when that happened? Some of y'all probably do. Well, for some reason, tragedy in my life comes in 3. I don't have anything tragic going on, but I do have things going on. I was driving down the street, right? Your girl was driving, and as I was driving one of my cars, the hood came up while I was driving. So this is in the middle of 6:30 morning traffic. It was still dark outside. I'm in the middle of traffic. I'm on a 2-lane street, 2-lane highway. And it's under construction, so there's barricades on this side. I'm on the right side. There's barricades. I'm driving. Traffic is still slow. I'm going 40 miles per hour. And as I'm driving, the hood in my car pops. It turns out that the hood latch on my car broke. And apparently it was loose. And the metal piece just broke. And it just happened to break while I was driving to go to work in the morning. And the hood popped up and I couldn't see. I slammed on my brakes. The person behind me almost slammed it, hit me. I almost slammed it, hit the person in front of me. There's nowhere for me to exit. I had to put my hazard lights on, get out of the car in the middle of a busy 2-lane highway. I almost died, y'all. And proceed to try to push my hood down, and it wouldn't come down. And yes, GSP, it was terrifying. I was shook. And I don't shake easily, but I was shook because I'm getting out of the car and I'm looking, and cars are just coming. And I'm thinking, oh my God. So yes, I got to the front. I'm trying to push the hood down. The hood wouldn't come down. The hinges on the hood one of them was broken. So I did the best I can to try to, with all my might, and y'all know I got a bad back. I had back surgery. So I'm trying to push it down. And finally I got it down. And then I had to slowly but surely drive, exit, turn back around and go back home slowly, 20 miles per hour. By the time I got home, my hands were shaking because I almost got rear-ended. I almost rear-ended somebody, and I almost got ran over on the highway. So welcome. Oh my God. Just thinking about that today. I got tripped out. I get tripped out every time I go downhill now. Yeah, it's never happened to me. I've never had that situation. Am I frozen? Okay. Oh my God. Well, you will hear yelling and screaming in my house just because of the fact that I have 3 kids in my house. Am I okay? I am okay. Nothing happened to me. I'm okay. I got home and sat there and hugged my children because they're like, Mom, what are you doing back? Because I got back home and I was shaking. Like my hands were shaking. I sat there. Like I literally jumped out the car, left the lights on, left the keys in the car, ran in the house and just sat there shaking. And then they were like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Man," I explained what happened. I was terrified. I had to go back out to the car, get my keys out the car, turn the lights off. I had to, you know, I had to really mentally process that, like, Lord have mercy. This something like this has never happened to me, and it was terrifying. I mean, it was lit. And then my hood was all bent up, and child, I could go on. So that happened. Then I have another car, right? So I have two cars. I have another car, a newer car, and it's like my floss car. It's like the car I don't drive all the time. So I get in the car, and then next thing you know, like after driving it for a day, because I'm like, okay, I got to get the hood fixed. It's gonna take me like a week or two. I'm gonna get the parts, and I'm gonna have somebody fix my hood, right? So that's my normal car that I drive out of town. That's my wear and tear car. So I have another car that's a newer, um, that's more like my fly car. I get in that car, my check engine light comes on, and I'm like, really, really, really? Check engine light comes on. Then my tire light came on today. I went out and bought a new tire, thinking that okay, it was this tire, and then the right tire. I think it was one tire. And then I drive it thinking that the tire light is gonna turn off. It didn't turn off. I don't know which tire it is. I got air. Me and my son went out and got air in all the tires. Right now, the tire pressure light is still on. So, um, are you saying that a lot of cars are foreign cars have inward facing hoods like Jaguar? Yeah, I would prefer to have like those little air compressor, like those shock absorber things. I would have preferred to have that. But anyway, child. So now my other car, it's a check engine light. I have to put it in the shop, which means I'm gonna have no car. So one car works perfectly, hood's messed up. The other car, fine, check engine light on, tire light on, and I need to get it inspected. I'm in Texas, so we have car inspection here. So I need to get all these things fixed before I can get it inspected. So I'm just sitting there going, okay, you know what? The universe hates me. So, I'm just like, all right. So, I'm just like, okay, I guess we're just gonna get this fixed. And then on top of that, I have to take my cat to the vet because he is not doing very well, y'all. My cat Buttons, if y'all know, watch my channel long enough, you know about my cat too. My cat, um, he's been sick, very sick. He was supposed to like pass away last year, y'all, but he's lasted like almost a whole year. He has kidney disease, he has liver disease. Lately, in the past couple of months, he's lost a lot of weight, and I have to take him back to the vet and get blood work. And then they said if it's too bad, they think that I'm gonna have to put him down. I've had my cat for 14 years. My late husband gave me this cat. The idea of my kids are going to be devastated when I have to put this cat down. I am not looking forward to this. So I'm just hoping that when he does blood work, that they'll be able to put him on some type of different meds or something. I don't know what else to think. I don't know what to say about the situation. So I've been very, very sad this week. So, but I'm still here live with y'all. I'm going to do this video. Also, I have some insight about Nathan and Skylar. So we're going to get into it. I know somebody that actually lived in the same city that they lived in. So I'm gonna let you guys know the tea. I'm gonna tell you the tea when I watch this episode. So let's watch this episode. There's links in the description of how I watch these episodes. Every week I watch it on different YouTube channels. But I'm gonna watch it. And like I said, if you go back and watch my other part, I did go over the episode last week, but I only did like the part one. I was gonna come back and do a part two, and then all this happened with my car. So sorry, y'all. I apologize. But we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna give you my tea about Zanesville, Ohio, where Skylar and Nathan live at. So y'all, I got some tea this weekend. I was like, oh, because somebody we were watching this show and he was like, Zanesville. He's like, oh, I live there. I was like, oh, he's like, oh man, Zanesville is off the hook. I was like, okay. Anyway, so everybody, welcome. Come on in. Make sure you hit that like button. We're gonna see who they're gonna talk about first. I want to say thank you for coming. I missed you all. I don't know why they keep showing these clips with Mike and Mocha and Mike. Last week I didn't get a chance to talk about Justine and Michael, but Michael wants to restart his rap career. And Justine, but the only thing about it is they were saying that he can't wear the wedding ring. And I really wanted to talk about that, y'all. I really want to talk about that. if you notice, somebody pointed out something to me because I'm like, is this a rapper thing? Somebody pointed out to me that if you notice, a lot of entertainers don't wear their wedding rings. I mean, also because these wedding rings cost a lot of money, so that's another issue. But the other issue is that a lot of artists, actors, singers, or whatever, don't wear their wedding rings. I never noticed that until they brought it up. But let me make sure this is the right episode because these episodes be tripping. Sometimes when you watch these episodes on TV, sometimes these episodes be tripping. And then Gabby and Chris, and I hate how they just keep showing these clips like over and over again and stuff like that. So let me make sure I'm on the right episode, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. Hope y'all having a good week. I hope everything. Y'all know when I watch these live, I really watch these lives. It's not like I'm watching this at another time. I know I'm really watching these lives, like like I'm really really watching this. So I got to make sure that like what I'm watching is on point. Like I got to make sure. I gotta make sure that what I'm watching is right because this episode just seems like a repeat of, I guess they're doing like a little recap, but it just seems silly. Okay, Gabby and Chris. Okay, what is happening with this episode? I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. He rapping at 42. I'm like, do y'all know how this episode started out, y'all? Because this is weird. Like, okay, let me try again. Let me see, the third time's the charm. I mean, like I got some reliable people doing these episodes. So it's like what is going on? Is this like a clip show? What is happening? Like, okay, let me just make sure that this is what, because this episode is weird to me. This is weird sauce because it's like is it just me or is this like a bunch of clips? Okay, let me show this Shaheen. Oh, you had to look forever to find the episode today. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, oh yeah, y'all. Like like y'all, we may have to Houston, we may have a problem because I'm having a hard time finding this episode, y'all. I'm having a hard time finding this episode. Can y'all believe it? I'm having a hard time finding this episode. Yeah, they all say car ride from heck, but they last week's episode. So I don't know. I'm gonna try it again, y'all, to try to find it. And I thought I had it. So I'm gonna try one more time, y'all's. But they say car chase from hell. But then when I look at the episode, it's not. It's like last week's episode. Car ride from hell or car chase from hell. Oh, he up here. Okay, I think this is it, y'all. Okay. So anyway, we starting out with Skylar and her little friend. Okay, first of all, let me give y'all some observations from somebody who knows some things. I know somebody, I can't say who he is, but he looked at Skylar's little redhead friend and he was like, why she look like this? He said she looked like a clucker, y'all. She looked like she was on drugs. What y'all think? That's what he said. The first thing he said to me, he said, oh, what's wrong with her friend? that she looked like she on drugs. I said, oh God, I've never been on drugs before, so I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna start out. Okay, finally I got the right episode, y'all. We're gonna start out with Nathan and Skylar. Remember, she was calling him, blowing up his phone. Zanesville, Ohio. Let me pivot a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all walk with me while I talk with you. I know somebody, I won't say their name, but I know somebody that lived in Zanesville for almost 2 years, about 10 years ago. And he was telling me that Zanesville, when he moved up there for work, right? He worked for Halliburton. They were fracking, they were drilling oil and stuff. He said when he moved up there, he was housed in the city adjacent to Zanesville. I forgot the name of the city, but he said when he first moved there and they were staying in a hotel that they met some people and the people was telling them don't go to Zanesville. They was like Zanesville is where you can buy all the drugs. That it was full of meth heads, it was full of heroin addicts and crackheads, y'all. They were telling me that Zanesville had a reputation in the county that Zanesville is in, that it has a reputation of being a grimy ass city. Okay. Zanesville used to be one of these like uh small cities, but then like all the factories and stuff moved away. Y'all understand. Y'all know how it goes down. A lot of y'all have heard about this story before, but how a whole city or cities or communities are built up around Ford factories or any kind of factory. So apparently in Zanesville or around in the area, there was a huge factory. He said he didn't know what kind of factory it was. Meat packing, something like that. Car, meat packing, something where everybody worked there. Within the factory, the company either went under or the factory packed up and took the work overseas. And so all the communities around there suffered. Um, People couldn't find jobs. People, moved out of the area. Y'all know the story. So when poverty hits and people lose their jobs and people lose their livelihoods and lose their good insurance benefits, when everybody is pretty much the biggest employer in town leaves or goes out of business, then the community suffers. So they said it really dived into poverty. And with poverty comes crime. With poverty comes addiction. So that's the story of Zanesville. The Zanesville is a small community, but it is known for having tons of addicts, tons of people selling all kinds of drugs. The young people, they said they would run wild and steal stuff. Just like Nathan said, him and his Skylar and their little friends, they all were on all kinds of substances, all kinds of ODs, all kinds of prison terms. So, this stuff just don't happen in inner city with black and brown people. This happens in rural, mostly white communities as well. And that's what Zanesville is. So I just thought I'd give you that insight before we get started, because I thought it was interesting that I actually know somebody who lived there, and I didn't know until he watched this and was like, I know that place. That place is notoriously. They like, oh my God, it's full of like crackheads and cluckers and all kinds of people steal. It has a bad reputation in Zanesville, Ohio. So yeah, Nathan could be the town spokesman. Hi, I'm Nathan from Zane. So that's a little backstory about Zanesville, about somebody actually lived there. Um, so apparently, I thought he was maybe proposing to her or setting something up. Um, no, he's just laying in the bed asleep. Hi, everybody. Hi, Leo. Hi, all Joseph. Hi, all the people out here. Zanesville is like New Jack City. It's like, when that scene where Chris Rock was like, lighting a crack pipe and he set himself on fire. Like Zanesville is off the chain. Like I heard that Zanesville is like like white folks full of like hillbilly heroin and all fentanyl, all kinds of stuff. And if it was this bad 10 years ago, I couldn't imagine what it is like now, because he said he lived there 10 years ago and he only lived there for like almost 2 years just working. And he knew people that lived there that worked at the hotels and stuff. And they all were like, there are certain areas you can't go in Zanesville on the weekend because there's, all kinds of things going on. So like I said, it's not just the black and brown areas. I'll be thinking black folks and brown folks be popping it off and getting it in. Nah, Zanesville is full of it. And Nathan is mad because he woke her up. Like, this is crazy. This is why I like to watch this show with people who don't watch this, who have real life experiences with addictions. Because they'll look at people and be like, oh, that's a crackhead. Oh, that's a clucker.
Just going through what she's went through in her life. I'm sure Skylar's got abandonment issues. I'm okay.
He said he okay. No, she got abandonment. She got PTSD. She got trauma. She done had dudes OD next to her. Like, so she's scared. Like, yeah, that's trauma. Yeah, that's trauma. Yes, like I said, y'all, if I hear something in the background, it's people in my house. So Nathan was sleeping till 5:30 in the afternoon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You excited?
And he was like, "Oh, you just woke me up like this." I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Something's going on with Nathan. I don't know. I like Nathan in the beginning. Y'all know I was all for Nathan. Now I'm just kind of like, Nathan's not cute. Yeah, Nathan was told off when he talking about here prison breakfast. I'm like,
You think I would got caught cheating? You know what I mean?
he said he mad because he was like, you think I'll be caught cheating? Nah, fool, she not worried about you being caught cheating. She worried about you sitting over here getting high.
What are you gonna do? FaceTime?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, come on now. He acting like he on something. Like he acting suspicious. Like he acting weird. Okay, now we going to Justine and Michael. Like, I'm off of them, but I just thought I'd give that the FYI about Zanesville. Like, y'all know what we dealing with. So Michael, I love Michael and his children. Like, I love the fact that he's involved in his kids' life and he's really active, like doing their hair and shit.
But they also do understand that I can't just accommodate everything.
Yeah, Michael's like, I'm just one person.
Certain things, and I have to do what's best for me as well.
Hey, who's here?
I look, here come the mama. Here come the mom. And I don't care what anybody say. I defend mama all day. Michael's mom, I defend her all day. I don't care what anybody say. I was with her when she had that conversation. Justine should not be talking to her like she was talking to a homegirl. And I understand that they were friends at one time, but I'm with Michael's mom all day. You don't come at me like I'm some chick you friends with. Like nah, man. Like, don't talk to me like we like I'm one of your subordinates or something.
That's fine. I want to be present.
I'm not trying to disrespectful in any way. Your approach on the whole subject was just,
Yeah, the sister's right. Her approach on the whole subject was overly defensive. It was like overly defensive and rude. Yeah, and they were friends before, and I think that kind of like affects the relationship that she's relating here like they're just friends.
Life doesn't stop for diabetes. Be ready for every moment.
I'm finna to put this on mute and tell people I am on the live.
She's really trying me. You're just trying to throw words out there like that, trying to stereotype me, trying to turn me into this angry black woman. I know what you're doing, but you know what? I can really get that at the same time.
No, she's not trying to turn her into an angry black woman, Justine. When you acting like it, boo. She acted like it. The point is that it's not about you, y'all. It's not about Justine. It's not about the mama. It's not about Michael. It's not about me. It's not about you fine people. It's about the children. I am always an advocate for the children. I don't like the idea that Justine was sitting up there talking with her daughter standing next to her. A child should be in a child's place. Should not be in a grown person's place. So Justine, the fact that you would stand there and have grown people conversations with your daughter and his 16-year-old daughter stand there, that let me know what kind of person you are. I don't give a damn what anybody say. That's a childish infant mindset. That's a hood chick mindset. And not in a good hood chick way. Because I'm a hood chick. But shit, I know when I'm grown, my kids need to stay in the kids' place. Again, where are my kids at? My kids are downstairs eating. They stay out of here because my kids need to stay in the kids' place. I don't care if my kids are 12. I don't care if my kids are 22. My kids is not going to be up in my business and talking to me and relating to me like we best friends. It's not going to happen. I don't care if I'm 50. I don't care. Well, I'm almost 50. I don't care if my kids are 50 and I'm 90 years old. They need to stay in the kids' place. You're not grown.
I'm gonna just come and be like, oh my god, we're just a happy family of this.
Next matching cat suits. Like, what is with the cat suit, girl?
I don't really want to go for blows I mean, she can do whatever the hell she wants to do. You know, I'm here. I'm going to defend my daughter. So it's
And it's like she got it all wrong. She's like, well, I'm here. I'm going to defend my daughter. It's not defending your daughter. It's saying that you have a parental style and we have a parental style. And you have to compromise on that. And I to me, I don't understand that. The way I raise my kids, if I'm dating somebody or marry somebody who has children, as long as these people, they don't have a negative influence on my children, that's one thing. But if somebody comes to me and be like, we go to church every week, we real conservative, Keisha, blah 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 blah, I have nothing to say but respect. It's not for me, it's not for my kids, but I have to respect how somebody else wants to raise their kid. If somebody comes to me like, well, I'm not going to take your daughter to church, but if that's the expectation, what am I going to be like? Well, my kids don't go to church, so it's good for them. That was her attitude. Was like, my daughter has piercings and tattoos and a belly button ring. So what are you trying to say? It's not that. It's just that people may not agree what your parenting style. People may come to me and be like, I don't agree with you, the fact that your kids are atheists and they do certain things and think certain things. Woo. Okay, but that's good for my kids. But I'm not going to influence somebody else's children if they not. I mean, it's not like the kids are living in her house with them. It's not like he has full custody of these kids. Then that would be a different conversation. But if they with their mama and they with their grandmother and they come visit their dad, they have to reform a relationship with their dad first. Then you, Justine, then you and your kids. Their dad first, because he's been incarcerated. The biggest relationship that 16-year-old girl can have is with her father. And that's what needs to happen first. But you can't come in and marry somebody and just think, oh, I'm big mama, and that's a wrong attitude to have when it comes to children. When it's the best interest of the child, you have to always keep that in mind. It's not about what I want. It's not about. There's certain things that I don't want for my kids. I do want for my kids, but I have to think, what is the best interest for them? There's things I don't like as a person. There's things that trigger me. But she has to respect this man's mama and this man's sister because she married into this family. So the idea you're going to marry somebody and you're going to disrespect their mama and sister, that's crazy. Or you're going to disrespect people's baby mamas or people's ex-wives. This is the situation in the shit that you signed up for. So don't be like, well, I signed up for this and I just want this man to myself and I want him to be a father to my kids and his kids. And I just don't want no outside influences. Honey, marrying somebody with kids is always about outside influences. And it is what it is. Whether good, whether bad. Yeah, Justine comes off as trying to be her kid's friend. That's what she do. I'm not saying that she's a bad mother. I'm not saying her kids are bad kids. But her parenting style is not mine. I don't want my kids walking around with tattoos and all that. No. I don't want. I had my lip pierced, my nose pierced. I had tattoos. Do I want that for my kids? No. I want better for my children. I understand that you put a certain image and a certain mindset in your kid's head, and you put it on their body. It goes to their head. That me piercing my nose and my lip was a part of my personality. It wasn't just something I did because I did. It's because that's part of who I was. And then on top of that, I was grown. I wasn't 16, 17 years old running out getting tats and belly button piercings and my nose pierced. I was grown. Now, when they grown, they can do whatever they want to do. But me having a professional job, I had to take out my lip ring. I had to take out my nose ring. I have to cover up my tattoos because I have a professional job. So I'm grown enough to understand that. But I don't think as underage, I don't think anyone under the age of 21 should be tatting their body. I mean, a piercing you can get rid of, but I don't think anyone under the age of 21 should be tatting their body. Maybe a little tattoo here and there. But, should be making these decisions because you're going to be stuck with this ink for the rest of your life. And then the idea that 16-year-olds going around and being very body conscious, I don't agree with that. I don't believe in being sexualized and body conscious at an early age. Yes, you young, you think you grown, because I experienced that. I experienced thinking I was grown. I was out here thotting around in the hood. I'm just gonna be honest. I was wearing short skirts and I was, doing things that I shouldn't have been doing. But that's because it was a cry for attention, So that's all I gotta say. GSP said her son better keep driving if you get a tattoo. Just keep driving. you know, we didn't, and I'm not one of these old fashioned, old, like, like I said, I'm not conservative. I don't go to church. I don't believe like, oh my God, that's a sin. I'm very progressive, but I'm also very to the point where because because I grew up in the hood, like I understand that certain things put out a certain image that sinks into your mindset. I don't care what anybody say. Like my kids don't listen to gangster rap music. They don't listen to Cardi B. They don't know who Meg Thee Stallion is, because seeing that type of imagery and hearing that type of music sinks into your mindset. When you talking about, I bust in the cab and I'm, effing in up, effing in up, crip walk. That sinks into your mindset. It's synced into my mindset as a 16-year-old. Even as an adult, it sinks into your mindset. I like crunk rap. I like hip hop. I love all that, but I can't listen to that every day. Like I have to listen to it and get off it. I can listen to 21 Savage talking about, I can put my workout music on and get all hyped, but I can't listen to it every day because it starts warping your mind. Music is very powerful, and imagery is very powerful. And I tell people that, like, what you put into what you read and what you see, and who you hang out with, that seeps into your soul. If I don't believe in, like, I'm not talking about metaphysical soul, but your whole psyche, your whole how you carry yourself different. You listen to a lot of gangster rap, you wear a lot of piercings and belly shirts and tattoos. You going around twerking and shaking your ass, that seeps into your body. Then that seeps into your mind, and you get that mindset of twerking. A twerk is not just a twerk. A twerk is a mindset. I understand that. I twerk, girl. I twerk. So now we watching. Okay. So now we going on Monique and Derek. They got this producer in here. He look like he going on the Mogadishu run. Now look, if y'all don't know what the Mogadishu run is, please look it up, because when there was a war in Somalia, Mogadishu, they had embedded reporters and the military would go through Mogadishu and Somalia during the war time, and they would be in the car like, oh my God, panic, they covered. This is what it looks like, a Mogadishu run. The producer looks scared. They got Monique driving like it's Grand Theft Auto. She like it's Gran Turismo. It's Grand Theft Auto. They got her like she on a GTA game. Like turn. Oh, where Pookie at? They talking about constitutional carry. I'm done. They put a law, gun laws is being spouted out. What is happening? Somebody's getting out. Drive out. These are the most scariest people ever. The producer in the back's like, oh my God, I'm too scared. Oh my God. I need to call my husband. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't stop. Just keep driving. Oh my God. The producer is everything. And the other dude, he look like he's going to ride through in Iraq. He like, just go. Oh my God. Well, they showing a commercial about Madonna. I love Madonna. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. The celebration tour is coming to Dallas, and I will be there. Come on, Vogue. I love Madonna, y'all. Okay, anyway, next commercial. So, okay, I didn't get to say in my last thing. So now we're moving on to Chris and Gabby. Okay. So apparently they made up. They in their part. I didn't get to say what I wanted to say because I didn't get the chance to go to Chris and Gabby. Chris and Gabby make my head hurt. They feel like I'm watching two struggling puppies yip at each other, or I'm watching two 15-year-olds that are like, they act like little kids. They don't act like adults. Like they both act like mentally stunted children.
Like he was wrong for everything, and that way is not the way I want to be married with someone.
And she's like, he need to apologize. She need to apologize. He's cheating. She's cheating. Where's the ring at? I don't know where the ring at. I don't know the cat food at. I pay for everything in the apartment. No. Are y'all sure y'all in your 30s? Are y'all sure y'all have had relationships before? I need somebody to answer some questions. Chris, have you ever had a relationship before? Gabby, Have you ever had, both of you people ever had any serious or semi-serious or quarter of a serious relationship? Because these people act like teenagers who've never had a relationship before. A real grown people relationship. Not a jump off, not a cuddy buddy. A real relationship. So I'm doubtful that these people have actually had any significant relationship last longer than 2 months. By the way, they so now he's giving her breakfast in bed. I don't even know what. It's a red cup. What is happening? What? Can I get a kiss or something? Can I get a hug? What is this? What is my life right now? What am I watching? Okay, I want to know what Gabby's done. I gotta listen to this. Why is she cutting the bacon like that? She's like, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and cook breakfast.
Like, I don't know what's going on with you lately. We need to start. Like, I don't know. You want to be married? Or you don't want to be? Which one?
Y'all both don't want to be married. Y'all play it. This is not marriage.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what marriage is. Like this, they like two people play acting in a play, or like play marriage.
You just need to get her act right and act like you know what you're doing.
I don't know what Gabby's talking about. Well, you need to act like you know what you're doing. You need to get a dose of act right.
No, just entertaining, talking.
Okay, Gabby, really?
Sorry about that. I don't mean to upset you. I've been doing everything. Prison.
Girl, cook that bacon, girl.
Oh,
Cook that bacon, girl. Cook it.
It's the easiest spot. Don't forget me. Say yes.
Yes.
He's like, you forget me? I apologize. What are we apologizing for? I'm so confused. I don't even know what's happening right now. What is happening?
Don't be confused. No.
I can't do that.
No, nasty.
What?
You better swallow it.
Swallow it.
Mm-hmm.
You better swallow it.
No.
Gabby, my dream woman. I don't want her to feel like she a woman scorned.
Gabby is his dream woman. Okay, all right.
Because
You're a bacon killer.
I'm gonna show her that I really love her.
I don't even know why. I don't know anybody can really be attracted to Chris. It's not. It's a no for me. It's a no for me, y'all. It's a no for me. It's just a no. And then she over here living in Good Times apartment. Good times, anytime you need to have good time. I thought JJ was gonna come and walk around and tell me, Dynamite. Hey, what y'all doing in here? You know, I thought JJ was gonna show up. Like, okay, now we go back to Eris. I don't understand why Eris is wearing this shirt, and y'all help me, y'all. This is why I can't be watching the show, because these shows be just making me stressed out, y'all. I just be sitting there like, Eris up here wearing a shirt. I said, like I said the last episode, Eris and Cameron is boring to me. I don't find them entertaining. Eris wearing this stupid shirt. Why would you even wear a shirt out somewhere around people? Why would you wear this shirt and you 31 years old? Why would you wear this shirt and you have children, a child? Why? I just have something. Why, Eris? Why? Eris is something wrong with Eris. I'm gonna tell y'all no. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how far I'm on the episode. I am 14 minutes and 43 seconds. Only 14 minutes, 43 seconds in this episode. Eris acts off to me. Like there's something, her elevator don't go. I'm not trying to talk bad about nobody, but she just acts a little off to me. Like she just seemed a little something off. Yeah, house looking like a trap house. You read somewhere that's a breast cancer shirt? Okay, well they need to stop that. Now Eris is arguing with Cameron because he wants to go to the studio. If that's a breast cancer shirt, they just out. And then I don't understand for the life of me. Let me pause. Why these women get with these dudes who is about this life, who is about either rap life, gang life, something. And then when they get with them, they get resentful and they get angry that they still want to go back to the same life. It makes no sense. It'd be like a dude dating a stripper. If she a stripper in a club and she like bands to make her dance, bands to make her dance, and she is wearing a thong and shaking her ass for money, and then you get with her and then somehow you get angry because that's what she's doing to make her money. I don't understand that logic. You should know what you're getting with you got with this type of man or this type of woman. So why all of a sudden it's a problem? It wasn't a problem when you met her. It wasn't a problem. It wasn't a secret. Look, his friend told me he came out of prison to change, man. He can't even say that with a straight face, sir. Sir, you can't even say, I know he came out of prison a changed man. Like, you can't even look the camera in the eye, sir. Because you know it's full of all right, Dustin, what's up? Hey, Dundrell. Hey. Like, I don't understand why anybody would come up there and be like, oh, I know he got out of prison and he changed. Like, shut up. Just shut up. Shut the hell up. Honey, Cam ain't changed one bit. He probably going to end up being back in prison in the next couple of months, child. Like, let's just all keep it real, y'all. He telling the story like it's just like some event, you know.
This was my first time ever going to jail just because I was being slapped. I never even had a parking ticket before. This is our lesson. It's our lesson. Like I said, I couldn't be dead. And happiness is my priority.
And then Eris is just sitting back there looking like his mama. You know, when you go somewhere and you hang out with your friends, your mama's in the back because she brought you, and so she be in the back like this.
Hello. Check.
That's what she look like. Like she's somebody. Like she the mama.
I love me, but you hate me at the same time. I'm on parole, so I've been walking on a straight line.
What?
Using my watch face on waste time. She asked me what my sign was. I said a gang sign. I was chilling. On the yard with my feet up. You ain't trapping.
I expected him to do a great job.
That rap.
Man, blew my mind.
She like, man, he really blew my mind. I'm like, girl, if that blew your mind, you sound you. She's like, it just blew my mind. I'm like, I think I could have spit some bars better than that. I mean, you put a track behind me and some beat. And then she's like, I don't want any bad influences around here while they're popping bottles, smoking weed, getting drunk and getting high. I don't want any bad influences around him. He's drinking a whole bottle of wine, Eris. Are you slow? Are you just slow? Are you slow?
And he's not ready for that.
I think Eris is slow. Okay. She like Eris like she ready to put him in a timeout. Timeout. That's what she looked like. I don't want him being around any undue influence. Girl, shut up. Go sit down. Shut up. You sound dumb. While he's over here, tear the club up, nigga. Tear the club up. Tear the club. I mean, Cameron's over here rapping. He over here singing. Cameron over here crip walking. He crip walking. He like throw it up. He throwing C's up. I mean, and then you're like, well, I don't want him to have any undue influence. Girl, what? He didn't crip walk and drank a whole bottle of wine and finna light a spiff up. What do you mean? I'm done today. I'm done, y'all. I can't with these people. I'm done. Like, what? I don't want any enduring influences. Tear the club up. Crip walk. I mean, I can't. Like, what is happening? I mean, good Lord. Like, oh, there you go. He crip walking. He crip up. I'm done. Anyway, so we on the Nathan and Skylar, and they going out to eat. And both of these two people look lost. They look like they ain't never been to a restaurant before. And Nathan and Skylar just look awkward AF together. They just like, is there something weird about them? Is it just me? Is there something weird about them? You know.
Oh wow. This isn't my first.
It's like I feel like when I'm watching Nathan and Skylar, like I'm watching like 15-year-olds go out and you know how they go on their first date and they've never had anything to drink or they've never been to a real restaurant and they just kind of like, oh yeah, you know, like I feel like I'm watching two people go on a first date at the age of 15. Yeah. You know, and then to be honest with you, ex-addicts really shouldn't be drinking. Like that's kind of like a trigger. So from what I've been told, you know. Okay, why is he not eating? Because she's not eating. I'm confused.
What's up?
And so another dude called her and she like, let me answer the phone. And he like literally took the phone out of her hand and hung up.
I feel really disrespected that she would do that after I've been waiting this whole entire time to finally be alone and have a dinner.
I had to side with Nathan. That was kind of disrespectful. You gonna pick up the phone call from another dude and he keeps calling? Instead of telling the dude, oh, Dustin said, I ain't called to talk to you. Dustin said, I ain't called to talk to you. He said, I didn't call to talk to you. Yeah, this is a train wreck waiting to happen. It's like you ain't got to answer the phone right now, though, Skylar. Or pick up the phone and be like, look, I'm busy right now. Call me back later.
And knows that me and him have been friends forever, so I'm not really sure why he's like.
Okay, now this is like this is stupid behavior. Well, I've been friends with him for a long time. That's fine, Skylar, but let me holler at you real quick. Why do you keep hanging up on me like a female? Oh my God! And then had a friend up here talking ish to your man like that. I'd be like, look, man, I will call you back later. We are trying to have a dinner together. I will call you back later. And if your friend can't understand that, if my friends call me and I'm having dinner with my man, I'll be like, girl, I'm busy right now. I'll send a text message. Yo, I'll call you back. Why, as a man, unless he trying to get with Skylar, I don't see why anybody, as if y'all are just friends, why you wouldn't understand. If I call one of my male friends and he don't pick up the phone, I'm moving on. I'm like, okay, he must be busy. Or if his girl pick up and hang up with me, I'd be a little annoyed, but I'd be like, okay, I don't care. Why would I feel the need to keep calling back going, well, I didn't ask to talk to you. That's something a dude will do if they trying to get with you. I don't care what anybody say. That's something that one of my exes would say to me if I was with my man and one of my exes called me and they really wanted, they would keep calling back. Because no person who's really your friend and respected you and respected your relationship will keep calling. And you as a person would tell that person, I don't have time to talk to you right now. I'm trying to have dinner with my man. I'll call you back later. The idea that Nathan shouldn't be mad that some dude is calling you. Well, you know we friends. Come on now, Skylar. Come on now. I wasn't born last night, and neither was Nathan. And she told Nathan to sit down, and he said no. But then Skylar tried to make it out like it's his fault. How is it his fault that some dude is calling your phone and you not checking that dude? You not checking that dude. There's something wrong with that. That she just sitting there and letting Nathan and Dustin go back and forth. Come on, Skylar. That ain't right. I don't care what anybody say. That ain't right. I'm not saying Nathan ain't weird. He ain't thrown off, but that's not something that you do. That's wrong. If I was with my man and some girl kept calling his phone and like, oh, we just friends. Okay, well, we having dinner. Tell that bitch to call back. She need to call her at a time. You need to check her. You need to get on the phone and be like, girl, look, I'll call you later. Anyway, so we back to Justine and Michael.
Any little stipulation, they can make it seem like I didn't take it serious enough to show up to my first meeting. Me and Justine, we already have plans. I basically want to travel. I want to see my children. I don't want to be like restricted and confined.
Okay, so Michael's saying that he wants to travel. I guess he can't leave the state.
I gotta wait to see what my parole agents.
He got to see what his parole officer say about him being able to leave, but he wants to travel.
For 20 years. So if I get in trouble, I could get hits until 2042.
If he gets in trouble, he'll be on parole to 2042. Yikes.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very disappointed right now. I can't leave this state for 60 days.
He can't leave the state for 60 days. That's not too bad. I know somebody that couldn't leave the state for 2 years.
60 days. It's 60 days, baby. Any type of police contact, doesn't matter if the police come to the house and ask me, hey man, did you?
So any kind of police contact can look bad on his parole, which is true. And that's the same thing that Derek was trying to tell Monique. If you watch the other episode, he was saying that any kind of police contact, even if the police is not called on him, if the police even question him or he's a part of any kind of fight or anything, will look bad on his parole. And so, yeah.
We're trying to go to Rhode Island. I don't need to see my family.
He wants to go to Rhode Island and see his family.
This really changes things for me. This sucks because my life again has been put on hold. It's frustrating.
And she says, they had these rules and regulations and stipulations of him coming out on parole. But girl, that's again, I have no sympathy for Justine because that's what she signed up for. Didn't y'all talk about that before he got out of prison? That was the thing we need to talk about. You finna get out of prison, so what kind of stipulations are going to be on your parole? Didn't y'all dumbasses talk about this? That would be what I would talk about.
This is the back end of your past decisions.
Yeah, this is the consequences of what you have to deal with dealing with somebody who's formerly incarcerated.
He can't be flexible because someone is dictating his life. They're still dictating it.
And Michael feels frustrated because he feels like some people the system is still dictating his life, but the system's gonna be dictating life as long as you're on parole or probation. That's just he wants to go tour in different states and record in different states. Well, I mean that's part of being a felon. That's just it. You think you were just gonna get out of jail and everything was just gonna fall in place and just be easy? That just seems like you want some wine with that cheese? It's part of being a felon. It is what it is. It's like you didn't know?
Yeah.
I did. Y'all stupid. I wouldn't even be on TV looking that damn dumb. Y'all didn't know that this is part of being a felon? Okay. So back to Gabby and Chris. He 2 days out the halfway house.
And show your mom was upset.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go see her about some stuff.
So Gabby says she's gonna go see her mom.
I'm not even dressed up. I'm just regular.
You look good right now.
She talking about she dressed regular. That's not dressed regular to go see her mama.
Just a week. I love you, right?
I don't understand.
Chris and I have been going after an argument, and everything's going smooth. Finally, it's really good to have sex with my husband in the bedroom and not in public places.
We great, happy, secure.
He's saying that they good.
Had a bunch of great sex last night.
He said a bunch of great intimate time. Is that the car?
I can't believe it. Word got me walking. Well,
She got him walking in. Is that not the car?
yo,
It's parked right there.
I did, but this your car, right? This my car, right?
Yeah, isn't this the car
Right here. This is you, right?
that she said it was in the shop?
You said the car's in the shop. Hey, yo, where's the car at?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Why?
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. The car is in the shop. The car is right there. I'm not lying to you. But the car is right here. Oh, I'm not lying to you. But the car is right here, Gabby.
I paid for this. She ain't paid for nothing.
He said she didn't pay for the car. He did.
The car right here. This is crazy. Like, we going through all this with the phone.
Gabby up here playing games. Like, I don't understand this behavior. It's just stupid.
I need to get back. I need a plan B. What's up? Why you lying to me?
Yeah, why did she lie?
Tell me something. Please.
I'm confused.
I got stuff going on.
Like what? What? What's wrong with the car?
I have my suspended license. They suspended my license. I'm trying to get it back. I had to get a lawyer for that.
For what?
Oh, her license is suspended.
And I tried to run off on the cop while he was trying to give me a ticket. He tried to say I was speeding. He was lying. I wasn't speeding.
Oh, so she got in trouble with the law.
None of this.
Yeah, why did he? That ain't nothing. I mean, damn. Is this a secret y'all talking about?
How can I trust you? How can I believe you? Like, you sit here telling me one thing and you ain't talking to me.
You do this.
No, I don't. I talk to you.
No,
This is stupid.
What you going through that you don't tell me?
This is dumb.
I might be going to jail.
Oh, she about to go to jail.
Like what?
I got caught up.
You got caught up.
Yes, I got caught up.
Got caught up in what?
You got caught up doing.
No, there's something else.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking to. Like, stop yelling at me. I'm not talking about this on camera. I'm not talking about this on camera. So
Oh, she said she not. She's like, I'm not talking this on camera. What?
I'm not talking that on camera.
It's all you want to do is walk away, and you the liar.
Okay, I'm confused.
And you lied.
So she.
The wedding is happening so fast.
Okay, so she got into it. Okay, I'm confused. She got into it with some police officer. She tried to run away, whatever. Like I said, she act like it's something. I mean, I understand that if she don't want to talk about it on camera, if the charge is still pending, she got to go to court. But I'm just like, I mean, she act like she was out there trying to sell a grip or something. I mean, shit like shit. You know, I was sitting there like, okay, well, maybe we hear more about it. Okay, like I'm just gonna let it go. Yeah.
We can do something else.
So anyway, back that was weird, but I mean, it better be something good. It better be like she tried to like do a drive-by or something, because I'll be like, girl, really?
Nervous. I'm ready for Cameron and Luna to build that.
So here we go back to Eris and Cameron.
After we get back seeing his sisters, we can.
And last episode he proposed to her, so I guess he wants to see meet his sisters and.
Yeah,
and he's telling you he's never been in no family trip or nothing like that.
To build that bond, like about time.
Just text me. Just checking up on everything.
I don't understand these women. I don't.
We got somebody here, baby? Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous going here to see my PO for the first time.
So Cameron's gonna go see his PO.
Not necessarily because I've done anything.
Oh, it's a second separate come, so I guess we'll see y'all.
What he's gonna say. Hopefully, he give me some good news about moving.
Or maybe Cameron wearing a lot of red. Maybe he wasn't crip walking. Maybe he was doing a Damu stroll. Y'all know what it is. I don't think Cameron was crip rocking, y'all. I think he was doing he was a Damu rider.
There's so many things going through my mind.
Eris is slow. Like there's something wrong with her. Like her elevator don't go all the way to the top. Then but you have a daughter. Like, I'm sorry. I hate to sound sexist because I'm not. I hate to sound misogynist. I'm not. But to me, when you have a daughter, it changes the whole dynamic of what man I want around my daughter. Like I said, I know from some people that may sound cold-blooded, that may sound like a helicopter parent or whatever. But to me, raising a daughter is different than raising a son. To me, raising a daughter, especially a daughter that's 12, 13 years old, bringing a grown man into the house, that is a whole different dynamic that strikes fear in the heart of your girl Kiki. I am much more protective of my daughter being around some man than my son being around a grown-ass woman. And that's just because of history, statistics. I'm not saying this out of the side of my neck. It's just real. Black girls are much more vulnerable. Girls of color are much more vulnerable. I forgot what the statistics was of black girls being sexually molested and abused by those in their family or family familiar bonds. It's really high. And so the idea that I'm dealing with a man who's talking about my ass and my titties all the time and looking at me like looking at me like he's Smeagol or Gollum, and I'm the ring of power, and he over here like, baby, I'm looking at this and looking at that. And that just seems the kind of personality that he has. I'm not accusing Cam or nothing, but I'm just saying that I'm really leery of any man that's around my daughter. That's not her, even her father. Like, I'm still, I'm very protective of my daughter. I don't want my daughter growing up, um, and you want a father and daughter bond. I just leaves a bad taste in my mouth when I hear women say that. It gives me an ick feeling. I don't know, maybe it's just me, y'all. I'm overly paranoid when it comes to my children. So yeah, it's like I hate, like, to me, being a daughter, being a girl is vulnerable enough. There's a lot of stuff to go through that boys don't go through growing up. And so then you're inviting this man, and her daughter's not young. Her daughter's like 12, 13 years old. Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. And then the fact that she's so eager to have her daughter bond with this man who's in the studio in the club talking about ass and titties and drinking champagne and rolling weed. Like, this is the person that you want to help raise your child to be a male figure for your child. I, you got me effed up. Okay, that this hood booger is gonna be the example for my child. I'd rather have my daughter not have no kind of, or I'll go out and find somebody more positive. But I don't want to be married to nobody that I don't want my kids to be married to. I don't want my son marrying a stripper or a hood booger. I don't want my daughter for sure in the hell to marry some dude who's up in the club, diamond strolling or crip walking or whatever. I don't want a dude from the streets raising my kid. Like, I just, no, it's a no for me. Yeah, the energy that Cameron puts out, like Leo Lyon said, it's cringy. It's cringy energy. I don't care what anybody say. It's not for me. It's not for me. I wouldn't even. I mean, I don't even want that kind of person around my kids as a friend. I have family members and friends like this, but do I want my kids going to hang out with them in the hood in South Dallas? No. No, my kids not coming to hang out with you. So they finna go get a marriage license.
I'm excited, baby. I mean, it's just a lot of pressure right now.
Again, Eris just seems like to me that somebody has had bad relationships. She seems kind of like a pick-Misha. She's a beautiful girl, yeah. But I tell people, like people were saying on Gio's live, like, well, Eris is beautiful. Just because you're beautiful, don't mean that it makes it easier for you to find a man, or just because it makes it easier for your self-esteem, or just because you look a certain way, don't mean the outside matches the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, just people think me when I, y'all know, y'all see me when I get my hair on and my makeup on. People are like, "Oh, Keisha, you're beautiful," and da da da. But it doesn't make it easier for me to find no man. That doesn't make things easier. I know that social media and TV shows and movies have put it out like that. Like, as long as you're pretty, that you can just catch a man or a woman just like that. As long as you're a good looking man, you got a woman. As long as you're good looking, it's not like that. It depends on where do you find people? Some of us are really out here just living our lives. I live my life. I work from home. I run 2 businesses. I take care of my kids. I take care of my cats. I take care of my mama. I clean my house. I do these videos. I talk to you, wonderful, fine people. Like, where am I meeting a man at? Like, what? It's not like I'm pushing the cart at the grocery store when some dude is like, "Excuse me, madam." It doesn't happen. That shit only happens in movies. Like, that's not reality. So, I tell people stop watching movies, thinking of Disney movies, and thinking that some Prince Charming is gonna come sweep you off your feet, and you're gonna be like scrubbing the floors somewhere, and all of a sudden some dude is gonna be like, "Hey,"
So
it
fast.
doesn't happen like that. And the wedding for Eris and Cameron has happened really fast.
And I shouldn't feel like this with us about to get married tomorrow.
Yeah, they're about to get married tomorrow. And I say no. You should only get married unless you have a good feeling, boo boo. If you going into a marriage with any type of anxiety, and it's oh my god, I feel a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety, then you shouldn't get married. You shouldn't do it because you want to get married. There's a lot of women out here, and I hate to say this. I don't mean to sound a type of way, but there's a lot of women out here, especially black women, who feel like I gotta have a man, I gotta get married, I gotta get married, and I gotta have a man. And my life is not complete unless I have somebody taking care of me and taking care of my kids. And that's a mindset that will leave you to do that will leave you to do desperate ass shit. It just really will. And the way she looking is like, hey, I'm getting married tomorrow. Like, yay. I'm just like, girl, don't. Okay. Desperate situations will have you doing desperate bad things. And nobody should take marriage lightly, because being married is a commitment. Being married is hard, and being married is something serious. And I personally don't believe in divorce, and so I take marriage very seriously. Eris, yeah, I think Eris wants a bad boy. As like I told, beauty does not negate desperation. You can be beautiful and don't nobody holler at you, don't nobody talk to you or nothing. Being beautiful means what? It still means that dudes will treat you dirty. I think sometimes being pretty will have dudes feel like they see you as something to be conquered, to be gained, and then they treat you even worse. I think people, and then sometimes men are just intimidated by you. If you are educated, you got something going on for you, and you're attractive, a lot of men don't want that. I don't care what any man say. I don't care if men be like, no, that's not true. I live this life. I live this life as a independent, strong, educated woman. Um, and I clean up nice. I can look good. I can put the wig on and look all glamorous and beautiful. And people are like, well, how are you single? How are men not falling? Because first of all, some men are intimidated. And another part about it is that men, a lot of times, I hate to say that, I'm not trying to stereotype all men, but men want low hanging fruit. They want somebody easy. They'd be like, if I get with this chick, then they're automatically thinking in their mind that a bunch of men is going to want her. I got to compete with other men. I don't know if I really can. I mean, that's it, without even asking you as a woman what's your lifestyle or what's going on in your life. When men see a beautiful woman, they automatically a lot of times think that they're going to have to compete with other men, or they're going to have to keep other men off you. And that's not necessarily true. I can promise you, I can tell you right now, I'm the easiest person to be with, because men normally don't fuck with me because I'm not an outgoing person. I'm not an extroverted person. I'm not an outgoing person. So I stay in my lane. I'm a busy girl. So I don't have time to be, I don't go out and meet men like men don't meet me. A lot of men think it's really easy for women to meet men, and then the more beautiful you are, it's easier. And I'm telling people that that's not true. It is not true. And it also depends on where you live, how old you are, and what are you looking for in a man. Now, if you're a good looking woman and you're just looking for somebody to lay down with, you can find that out there. If you don't care what the dude looks like, physical intimacy is easy. Having a booty call or friends with benefits. I mean, I can get on the internet and make that happen right now. I can get on the internet right now, get on an online dating and make that happen right now. So that's not hard, but finding somebody who really likes you and wants to invest time and energy in you, that's the hard part for any woman, no matter what you look like or what race you are. That's the hard part. Finding a booty call is easy. Finding someone to invest time and effort, therein lies the hard part. So here we on to Monique and Darren. Monique and Derek with the scared producers. And Monique looked like she about ready to cry. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all mean to tell me Monique talk all that ish? Monique had all that smoke on the phone with Derek's sister talking about B, I'll whoop you, B, and then now she up here crying, talking about call the police. They running over hill. They like they driving. Like, oh my God. Monique over there looking like, oh, drive, Monique, drive. Oh, boom, they over here. Like, you mean to tell me that all that smoke she didn't talk, all that smoke. I'm done today. After all that smoke, she had all that smoke. She had all that smoke for the sisters. All that smoke. You mean to tell me she up here scared? She scared. She scared. She up here like she wanted to cry. She was all about that life. She was all about that life. And so she had all that smoke. All the smoke for everybody for days. She had to smoke for days. Smoke for days. Now she up here driving and scared, about ready to cry and about ready to piss in her panties. Child, she about to piss in her seat extender. Y'all playing with me. She about up here ready to piss. She about to ready to have a nervous breakdown. She about ready to have a heart attack. She gonna have to put that CPAP machine on for about an extra 20 minutes tonight. Her seat extender is holding on for dear life. It's like the seat extender is like, you mean to tell me after all that is she didn't talk, she up here like, call the police, call the police. She don't care if Derek even go to jail or not. She don't give a damn if Derek go to jail. She like, call the po-po. Call one time, get one time on the phone. One time got no case. Get one time on the phone. After all that, Monique then sat up there and talk mess, talking about, I ain't scared of you, B. I ain't scared of you, B. Monique got up there and crip walk on her. She was really crip walk. She was throwing C's up and everything. Now you mean to tell me she up here? Child. Girl, the car is way down. Sparks is flying. She heading over railroad tracks over here. She bouncing like this. She like slide, slippery slide. They on a fantastic voyage. Come on and ride on a fantastic slide, slippery slide. Like she got the producers in there. They act like they running, like they act like they in Chirac. They in the mean streets of South Chicago. They look like they running from everybody. They're like there's soldiers after them. There's some kind of beast after them. They act like they in a damn horror movie. Okay, you hear me? And Monique is over here panicking. She can't breathe. She's sweating. Her wig about to fall off. Whatever. After all that she talked, she's scary. Monique, you scary. Honey, you not about that life. You scary. So the word to the wise people is don't talk all that smack if you're not about that. Monique couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, okay? She couldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. She would be crying. Child. Yeah, she all talk. Okay, anyway, we're going back to Gabby and Chris, and she talking about she don't want to talk. I was like dying over Monique though. Like I was cracking up, like she over here. Okay. Gabby says she can't talk about her legal issues because the lawyer told her not to talk about them. Okay, well I can understand that.
Like, I hate when you lie to me. I just don't like when you lie to me. Well, you can tell me the truth about anything. I don't care about that car. She should have told Chris the truth. He been in jail any damn way, so I don't know the problem. You been in jail? I mean, he been in jail. You finna go to jail? What's the problem?
So what
And my kitty over here rubbing up again. I don't understand what's the big secret. Like, am I okay? They finna show it? Like, what?
Talk, me to move around. Yeah, we both a felon. They're not gonna let us be together. Now we got some things to think about.
He said if they both fell and they're not gonna let them be together. But I mean, she going to talk on camera. She looks a little. She going to see her lawyer, so she's not going to see her mama. They Gabby out here spitting in the grass.
And next time I come be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I come be your lawyer." Chris is so corny to me. He's just so cringy and corny.
Go to probation, right? Come here, give me a hug.
He talking about give me a hug. Or she gonna talk on camera.
Stop lying to me too. All right?
Yeah, she needs to stop lying to her man.
You're my best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's his best friend, Lord.
Okay. I don't want to hear the words, I might go to jail. I sacrificed everything to be with Chris. All I can think in my head is, I know he will not stay faithful to me the way I stood faithful to him while he was in prison.
Oh, she's saying that if she go to jail, that he not gonna be down for her, like she was. Okay, maybe so. Okay, now we're back to Eris and Karen, and they finna go see Cameron's sister. He said he loves his sisters.
Do they know that we're getting married tomorrow?
Nah, I'm about to just spring it up on them.
They don't know anything. He gonna spring it up on them. Like, oh, surprise, sisters, I'm getting married tomorrow. They gonna be like, what?
How do you think that they're gonna feel about everything?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be kind of.
I wonder how the sisters are gonna react. I'm really interested.
3 years.
I definitely get that. You know, but she being the younger brother and them being.
What is Cameron drinking? That better be water in that cup. Cause I'm like, if he drinking alcohol again, I'd be like, okay.
On guard. I hope they like that.
But who don't like surprises? Besides me.
Talking about who don't like surprises. I don't like surprises.
I want them to like it, but I'm tight knit with my sisters. I love them to death, so I'm excited as hell.
He's speaking a lot highly about his sisters. He must be really close with them. He said, I love my sisters. And that's good. It's good he loves his sisters. That's good.
The right time or place for them to meet, but I always say no time like the
No time like the present, I guess.
Let's get it done. What's up, sis? I love your shoe.
Oh, his sister works at a bridal place, I guess. Look, she gave this really weird, awkward hug.
Yeah, me too.
So I know you're probably wondering why I had you meet me at a tuxedo.
What is his sister wearing? What is?
So, when I walked out, I proposed.
What is the sister wearing?
Like tomorrow. Like
what?
What?
I can't today. I can't. Y'all make me watch these shows, and I can't today. Like, what the hell is she wearing? Like, she wearing this shirt that's like cut here. Then she wearing some stripper shoes. I gotta see what kind of pants she wearing. Like, is this?
She pregnant. Oh, hey, kid. Oh, no.
And then here come the other sister. Oh, the other sister looks really cute though. She's wearing like this white outfit. His other sister looks banging. She looks banging. I admit, she looks banging. But it's like, honey, how old are you to be wearing that outfit? Like, she looks older than me. So, but the older sister looks cute. She looks cute. She looks banging. She like, so y'all getting married? She like, what? Yeah, the shirt with the titties out, girl. I mean, why? And the other sister's like, congratulations. They look shocked. What is she wearing? Like, they had to cover it up because her titties is showing. Why would you be on TV with your titties out? What? Yeah, and the heels and the hooker heels on. Girl, you got stripper heels on. Like, why are you up in? Girl, I wouldn't be on national TV looking like that, girl. Like, what? Like, what? I know the sisters is clowning, like they keeping it real. They making me laugh though. They funny though, cause they was like, he's dusty and crusty, like he up here apologize like that. But the shirt for me is just too much, girl. It's just like just your boobs is all out. Like, girl, what? Girl, yeah, the heels. I'm like, what?
And he's not rushing into anything.
Yeah, they shouldn't be rushing into marriage. You have the rest of your life to get to know each other and to be with each other. Why would you rush into marriage?
And again, the wedding, we really want, y'all to be there. My daughter's here too. Oh, okay. So, what's her name? Lena.
See, I like the sisters. I like them because they're just kind of like, okay.
We all moms. Like,
And they're all
one thing
moms.
about it, you gonna protect your kids. Like, I'm not saying my brother's not a great person because I know he's a great person. But
Yeah.
I do that because I've known him for a long time.
Yes.
Why not wait to see how?
That's what the sisters are saying. Why would you not wait to see how he's going to be around your daughter? Because they're like, we're moms, so we understand. Yeah, and they were like, Cam is a good person because they've been knowing him all their life. But yeah, why would you not wait until your daughter meets this person, forms a relationship with this person, instead of just marrying you and then I got to bring this person in my house?
So she doesn't have like that father figure in her life. I do wish for Cameron's sister's approval. To me,
and Lena's father, apparently he's in Africa. He's in another country. And I wonder, what does he think about all of this? Because as a man, and if he's I don't know how much he's in Lena's life, but I would be really concerned about you're marrying a dude that just got out of prison. You're bringing this person around my daughter. Like, as a father, I would lose my shit.
It's been nice, but we gotta go find something to wear now. And I'm always about to close. And I love you.
Like, I don't understand the sisters. Okay. The sisters seem real cool. Yeah, they seem really cool. They seem very welcoming. They seem very kind. And they seem like very open.
For him, which is very important. And it just seems like they're taking a chance on love. And we're gonna see how it works.
She's like, I hope it works out. We're gonna see. I don't believe anybody should be taking a chance on love. I don't believe in that.
Because the pull-up is a pull-up.
Yeah, the sisters are funny. I like them. They're cool. But they was trying to tell her, like, shouldn't y'all wait?
I'm in Superior Court and I'm looking at jail time.
You could face up to 5 years.
Oh, so Gabby, we're gonna get Gabby next time. Monique and Derek and the producers like, we lost him. Yeah, that's a big upgrade from Derek's sister. Like, these sisters, they understand. They stay in their lane. Okay, back to Monique and Derek and this car ride. Like, I think they lost.
We're gonna all get in the line and we're gonna head to the hotel.
She said we're all gonna get in the line and we're gonna head to the hotel.
Security will ride in the car with you.
And so they got security. Why they keep showing Monique's stomach and her leg? I guess because the camera is holding the camera, but it just seems messy. It just seems real messy. So they took the producers out and put the security guard in. The producers like, we don't want none of this. We need to get out this car.
Yes, like I'm so scared to leave you out here. I want to be surprised if your sister like that.
Yeah, the sister set this up, y'all. I don't care. The cousin was like, yeah, come see your grandmother, great grandmother or whatever in the hospital, blah, 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 blah. That was a setup. I don't care what anybody said. That was a setup. I think there was a sister. I was following now. I think, it was a setup. I don't care what anybody said. That was a setup. It looked like a setup to me. Do you have anything that you're hiding from Monique? Oh, he has a few things that he's keeping away from Monique. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. So he said he's hiding a few things. I bet he is. So now we go back to Gabby because I guess she's going to see her lawyer. Yeah, people, they need to stop. No, they need to stop. They need to show Monique alongside the car with Derek because it do look like she riding with her son instead of like a grown man. Like it just looks weird. Like I don't know. I can't date a man shorter than me. I'm a tall girl. I'm 5'9.5". So I can't date no dude that's like 5'5", 5'6". It just looks weird. It just feels weird. It looks weird when you go to hug somebody and then they way down here. Like that's weird. So Gabby talking to her lawyer.
Speeding tickets that I didn't pay for.
Okay.
She talking about some speeding tickets she didn't pay for. Woo woo. Woo. She a hard felon.
90.
And what was the speed limit?
45.
90 to 45?
She was going 90 and a 45. Girl, what why?
I assume you were speeding to the courthouse to pay a fine or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
All right, well, it's something we can handle, but you could be looking at
WeTV is
some
messy.
type of mandatory suspension. More importantly, if that happens, you cannot continue to drive on it.
So Gabby is not supposed to drive.
Triple the speed limit and get caught because you know where you're gonna find yourself?
In jail.
In jail.
So Gabby got some speeding tickets.
I actually have a criminal case.
And she has a criminal case. She was drunk.
A whole bunch of stuff started spiraling, and it's like now I'm in Superior Court, the criminal case. It's really serious. It's several charges, and I'm looking at jail time. I was at a bar, and my cousin was really drunk, and
she was drunk.
To play Captain Save the Cousin. Me and a security guard, we got into it, and can't really go into full detail, but I was charged with aggravated assault on an officer.
Aggravated assault on an officer.
It's basically ridiculous at this point. I guess they're trying to set an example out of me.
Are you aware? Do you understand what type of time you'd be facing in these types of cases?
No.
4th-degree crimes in the state of New Jersey, you face up to 18 months. 3rd-degree crimes, you could face up to 5 years.
So she could face up to 18 months, I would think. So she has aggravated assault on a police officer.
I'm thinking of maybe going to trial.
Okay, all right. If you want to go to trial, it could be within almost 2 years before this case is resolved.
2 years before the case is resolved, before it goes to trial.
If you decide that you want to go to trial.
Chris, the settlement money is gone. I'm the one that's paying for our life right now. Like, he has no money at all.
She's saying that Chris has no money at all, that she's paying for their life.
Paying for the lawyer with my money.
And she's paying for the lawyer with her money.
My husband is moving in the house. Well, he has moved in the house. And he's already on parole. And if something happens to me, then, you know.
Well, he better go live with his mom and his sister. Like, shoot, I mean.
That could become an issue, depending. There could be something in his parole paperwork that prevents him from being around other convicted felons.
Yeah.
And importantly,
he could get parole where he can't be around convicted felons.
In the big house.
Yeah, you can't help Chris out if she in jail.
At home.
If I went to jail for
so this is the big secret. This is it. This is nothing. I mean, this is like.
It seems like you have a lot going on. Is there anything else?
I mean, this is really nothing. Like, this is, you know, I'm thinking like
yesterday,
she.
I said I'm looking for a divorce lawyer, but today.
Yeah, when we first saw Gabby last, loved her in Lockup. She was working at she was working at a strip club. She was like serving drinks at a strip club.
Pause it and think it through.
Like, I don't know why Gabby be online and dragging Chris. I mean, I drag Chris anyway because to me, there's no good person or bad person situation. I don't like Gabby and I don't like Chris and I don't like Chris's family. But the way Gabby be trying to make like Chris's family is a bunch of hood boogers and they doing this and they doing that. Girl, you living in the projects in good times in freaking Orange, New Jersey. Okay. Second of all, you were working at a strip club. You were like a popping bottle girl. You were like a waitress basically at a damn strip club. And then, I mean, she act like she just so above them. Well, they live in the hood. Girl, don't you live in the hood? I saw where you live. Don't you got a AC in the window? So How you can come out and try to get on the internet and clown anybody talking about they ghetto, they poor, and they this and that and this and that. And the car that you got, because Chris gave you the money, you use the down payment, you working at a strip club, you wherever other place she worked at was like doing customer service, and she worked at a bar somewhere. Girl, you act like you educated and you got it going on and you got all of this and all of that. Girl, when you just like they here and you barely right here. Like they here with Dynamite, with JJ and Janet and them and Penny. Like you barely like here. Like the place she live is like barely a step up from where she talking about they hood and ghetto. You the one that got drunk and was fighting a whole police officer. Like, how can people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, Gabby? Like you not like, oh, I'm so much better than them. Girl, you got a DWI. You beating up police officers because you can't even hold your liquor, sis. You can't even hold your liquor, sis. You getting drunk, and it seems like when you drink, seems like you have a drinking problem. Seems like when you drunk, you get belligerent. You do stupid shit. And on top of that, you're not 21, you're not 22, you're 31 years old. Like, it's time to grow up, Gabby. Like, I don't, like I said, if you're 21, 22 years old and you out here partying and do it, okay. 30, 31, 32, that's not a good look, boo. That's just not a good look. Just makes you seem like something wrong with you. You know, she doing some, Gabby doing some, you doing ghetto shit. You just as hood as they is. So can we please stop? Like they low lives and blah blah blah. Okay, and so what are you doing with your life? What degree do you have, ma'am? What office and what corporate job are you working at? Where are you interning at? How much money do you have? Oh, nothing? Oh, okay. You working at a bar. Oh, okay. A strip club. Oh, okay. You so much better. Come back to Monique and Derek. Somebody said watching one of these episodes that she saw that there was a blanket and a pillow on the couch. Like they were saying that Derek wasn't even sleeping with Monique. I said, "Oh, y'all messy." I didn't notice that. Yeah, I said, poor Derek. He just got out of jail. He didn't experience car chasings, people fighting with his sister. Like, I mean,
I want to change the car.
Change the car, move this stuff, or get a new spot to stay at. That's cool.
She's saying that that Monique is saying that she want to get a new hotel and a new car.
Because I don't want these crazy people following us again.
Because she don't want these people, which I don't blame her. I would get a different car too, and a hotel.
I'm my stay because I don't want Derek out here on his own. So you want to go change the car now, or?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I would have changing the car and changing the hotel.
Okay.
That's cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Download the app phone.
Oh, Lord.
Uber.
Yeah, why you
For what?
I can't go. I can grab something myself.
I mean,
He said he wants to take a Uber to go get something to eat.
I can take you.
I just want to get out of the way.
She said, I can take you.
I'm saying you don't want to kill two birds with one stone.
No.
Why not?
Derek, please.
I love Monique. I care about her.
What?
But Monique is smothering me.
Yeah, Monique is smothering you. Let that man go take a damn Uber, Monique.
Is that cool?
He can't take an Uber to go get something to eat?
Yeah.
She's gonna stay a little bit longer.
Like, what in the world?
But all the craziness she bringing. Right
He
now,
can't take
my energy.
a breather?
And I need to get out of her prison before things get worse.
Yeah, like he's telling, like, I need some space.
I'm feeling okay, but I still feel like.
Well, I can take you.
Last night.
Probably was. Maybe it was. I have to be honest with you. I know what that person was. As soon as you got the car, I know exactly who that person was.
I think it was them.
Oh, he says he has something to tell, that he knew exactly who it was. And I knew that. He knew exactly what it was.
I hope it's them and not just some random person that's out to get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I can't tell Monique who this person is. I don't want her to know this can go all the way up.
He said he don't want her to know. So who y'all think it was? I think it was the sisters.
I'm gonna have to keep my eyes back of my head on the street.
But I don't know. I hope it's not another girl. I really don't. I don't know. I think it's the sisters, but I don't know.
So I'm just supposed to be okay with something possibly happening to either one of
Man,
us.
you'll be alright. I'm gonna let Monique think it's my sister. I'm gonna think.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said he gonna let Monique think what she wants to think. I don't agree with this. I think Derek is wrong for that. He's wrong for that. Like he should have told her, "I know who this is." Blah 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 blah. And if it was the sisters, he needed to say it. If it was a cousin, he needed to say it. But that just seems shady to me. And he was like, "Oh, I know who it was, but I can't say who it was. I'm not gonna tell her. And I'm just gonna let her think." Because if she's thinking it's the sisters and it's not really them, then they're getting blamed for something that they didn't even do, and that stirs up more trouble between them. So why would you have her sitting there thinking it's somebody and it wasn't really them, and then they get blamed for it? Like that's shiesty. That's foul. Yeah, after this, I mean, like how we know it's not another woman. Okay, so back in Nathan and Skylar.
Nathan act like this, but this is also our first date.
This is their first date. It's like it's popping off like this. It didn't went left real quick. Welcome home. Just
Where are you going? I'm leaving.
he said I'm leaving.
You just said that's what you were doing.
Yeah, you should come with me.
I'm eating.
She said, "Wait, I'm eating." He said, "You should come with me." Bitch, I'm eating. I'm eating. What are you doing? I'm finna eat my food.
Can we go?
Okay. Yeah, like it's embarrassing. Like you in front of everybody, like acting crazy. Like what we doing? Like can we just sit here and eat and drink?
No.
Why does he want to leave? It's not like anybody's finna show up. This ain't nobody finna pull up on you, Nathan. Like why would he want to leave? And I expect you to come for what? Like I'm confused. I understand he mad. If he want to leave, that'd be one thing. But then you want to leave, and then you want me to come with you. But we eating, so why can't you just stay here? Nathan is doing. I don't know. Nathan's doing the most. He's doing this out of attention. He's angry. You don't have to leave. He said, "I'm driving down the road." This is toxic. This is crazy. I dated somebody like this that would be like, "I'm leaving. I'm leaving." What are we leaving for? Like, why are you leaving?
Oh God.
Like, why would you? Oh no, he finna knock somebody out.
The guy giving me a shot is the guy that stole money from me a long time ago, actually. So
Oh, they need to get out this time.
Pay me back by giving me a shot, but
So the guy who bought her, a guy brings over her shot. The dude that let me get this straight. Hold on just a damn minute. So a guy brings her the shot. The same guy that brought her the shot is the dude that stole money from her a long time ago. First of all, if somebody is bringing me a shot and you stole some money from me or property from me or stole anything from me, do you think I'm finna take that shot? Nah, I'll be like, okay, thanks, but no thanks. I would set that shot right there and be like, you can go on with that. You know, you can go on with that. But yeah, Nathan has issues. Both of these people in this situation is wrong. Skylar is wrong because, first of all, it's kind of more her fault because some dude was calling her. That's her friend. That's her friend. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. I'm not trying to throw dispersions. I don't know what's going on. That's her friend. A dude. This is your first, you haven't even been out very long. You're trying to have dinner with your man. And you mean tell me another dude's going to call your phone and you're not going to pick up the phone and be like, look, I'll call you back later, or text him going, stop calling me right now, or put your phone on silent. She can at least put her phone on silent. Boo, boo, volume button. Boo, boo, boo. Put your phone on silent and set your phone down. And be like, I'm trying to have time. She didn't respect Nathan enough to turn your rear down. So again, that's a side eye. Cause I don't care if it's my first dinner or my 50th. If I'm having a dinner with my man, unless it's his kid or his mama or somebody calling, you can't tell somebody, look, I'm busy right now. Send a text message or turn your phone down. This is their first dinner having together. So you don't recognize that this is a special moment. I want to spend time. We having a couple of drinks. We got some good food. It's nice outside. We out here. You didn't respect him enough to turn your phone down and tell that dude, look, I can't talk to you right now. And then you act like you want to pick up the damn phone. Then when he grabbed the phone and kind of like, hung up, declined the call, then the dude keep calling, Nathan pick up. He already tell me, I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to Skylar. Why you hanging? Then hung up. Then why you hanging up like a female? And you just sit there like, let me eat my corn and cut my steak up. I would have grabbed my phone and been like, yo, dude, that's foul. Like I will call you later. There's no reason for my man and my friend to be sitting up here arguing. There's no reason. There's no reason to be ruining my first date back with my man. To me, that talks to me that Skylar is not serious about Nathan. I don't care what anybody say. Skylar, I said it since the first episode, that she just kind of seemed like her and Nathan got together and kind of fell in together because they had the same friends. They in the same group. They both was recovering. They both addicts. They both went to jail. And it was kind of like this situational ship, kind of like hazy addict thing that people fall in together, and they kind of fell in together. I don't know if Nathan and Skylar really, really, really know each other or had a real relationship when they was ripping and running and out here doing things in these streets. I don't think they had a chance to really get to know each other and relate to each other on some real relationship type ish. I think their relationship was just a relationship where people fall into shit because they both addicts, and it happens. And then they trying to make something work, but they both have issues, and they both are unstable. Skylar was being messy, yes. They said Skylar. I was like, huh? Nathan has issues, but Skylar has issues as well. She was being messy. She should have checked her friend. How you not gonna check your friend when you can see your man getting agitated? And he had a right to be agitated. If I'm sitting there with my man and some other girl called that's his friend, and then she letting the phone ring and trying to pick up the phone, like, really, you finna do that when we sit up and I'm sitting right next to you and you let some chick? Like, who are you talking to? Oh, that's my friend. And then Skylar got mad at him talking about, well, that's my friend. You have all day to talk to your friend. You can talk to your friend tomorrow. You can talk to your friend the next day. You can text him later. Not while we're having dinner. Whatever your friend got to say, I promise you it wasn't that serious or that important, boo. So, yes. Then Nathan told me, I want to leave. There's no reason for him to get up and get ready to leave. That makes no sense either. It's not like the dude was saying, I'm going to come up there and fight you. Then I'll be like, okay, we got to go. I'm leaving. There was no reason for him to leave. He could have stayed there, ate his dinner. It was nonsensical. I mean, if he wanted to leave, he could have left. But the idea, I'm leaving, I want you to come with me. Why? That doesn't make any sense. We're having dinner here. Why would I get up and leave to come with you, but we're having dinner? So I wish he would make that make sense, because that didn't make no sense to me either. So you upset because she wouldn't get up and leave with you, but y'all having dinner? Why can't we just sit here and have dinner and talk it out? Why do I have to leave and go somewhere with you, and then I got to sit around with you being mad?
Try to do it right in front of Nathan's face.
Like, that's just crazy.
This is bad. This is not good.
So I call you and you're taking shots with bro?
And so he left and come back, and she, oh no.
Because he's trying to do it.
Exactly. So come on, quit letting this happen to me before I go knock this out.
Oh, he finna knock this dude out. Oh, he mad.
Change my ways.
Oh, he mad.
Come on.
Look at you.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he's acting crazy. If he wants to leave, then leave. But the idea that he wants her to try to dictate, Skylar said like a real G, she said, check please.
I knew from the jump that he's a jealous person and he's possessive.
We're gonna end up back in prison.
Yeah, because you're putting
And
you
I'm
and that
seeing his
man back.
reaction to things that I wouldn't think would set him off, and they do set him off.
Yeah, she's saying
It
that
is like
he's
concerning
jealous
that,
and
and
he's
in the
possessive.
time, it could trigger me to want to go use. So I have to remember.
And Skylar's
that
keeping it real. I like her
Lord is
honesty.
saying,
I really love her honesty.
if
Because
this
she was like,
relationship gets in the way of that, then I have to cut it off.
oh, Skylar's keeping it real. She said if her relationship gets in the way of her sobriety, then she has to cut it off because this can trigger her to go out and use drugs.
Since you can't control yourself.
Because Nathan can't control himself. You in public. You should be like, we'll go home, we'll talk it out. I mean, he driving crazy. Oh, child.
Are you kidding me?
He does. He was ready to set it off like Ray J. He was ready to set it off like Jada Pinkett. Like he was bad.
I know, because
We've never even been in public together.
She said we've never even been in public together. She said this is never happened again. This has never happened. Because that was embarrassing. Yeah, you all up in there yelling and screaming.
Yeah, no. Are you crazy? I'm not letting this happen again.
She's saying I'm not letting this happen again. And he was like, well, so we're never going out again? Oh my God, Skylar. I mean, oh my God, Nathan, you got issues, honey. Nathan has issues. So that's the end of the episode. Nathan, I never pictured him as being a hothead and jealous like that. That's really weird. Like that's shocking to me. I never pictured him being the weird jealous type like that. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. I that's shocking to me. I never pictured him being that type. I'm blindsided by Nathan's behavior. But she said, he's a real jealous type. I don't know. So like I said, something really weird is up with Nathan and Skylar. So at the end of this episode, I will give this episode a C, maybe just a C. Like it wasn't nothing really too exciting or, the car chase with Monique and Derek was just funny. It wasn't really, it was revealing. It was funny. It wasn't really anything too shocking or eventful. But I learned a lot. So, what did I think? Let's recap. Eris and Cameron, they are to me totally misguided and boring. And there's something about them that I don't know. I think Eris, there's something off-putting about Eris that it's weird. It's not, off-putting is a strong word. There's just something about Eris that I just don't really vibe with, but it's definitely a C for me. Yeah. Leo Lyon says a C. It's a C. Cause it's just something off-putting about like Eris and Cameron. There's something off-putting about Eris I don't really vibe with. I think she's one of these people that would, if she got in a relationship, she really wants to be married. She really wants a commitment. She really wants like that family and all of that. And she's willing, she likes the bad boys. And I think she wants to have her cake and eat it too. But life is not always like that, boo. Sometimes what you want and what you need is two different things. I tell everybody that all the time. What you want and what you need may not match, It may not match. Yes, Joseph. Nathan gives me jealous and insecure vibes, He climbing in your window, snatching your people up. Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your husband. Because Nathan is gonna fight everybody up in here over his girl. So, I don't know. Nathan's weird, So Eris and Cameron, they boring, but there's something real off by Eris that I just don't particularly vibe. Like I don't vibe with her. Justine and Michael, I like Michael. I like the fact that he's the father. I've always said that since day one. Justine rubs me the wrong way. She's a little bit too bossy and want kind of things her way on her own time frame. It's not that Justine's a bad person or a mean person. I think she loves Michael. And I think Michael really, truly does love her. I think Justin is just, she's the type of person that gets in her own way. Y'all know people like that. People like that they get in their own way. So they let their mouth and their mind do too much, and they do too much, and they end up causing them, disastrous consequences or bad things may happen because they get in their own way. I think Justine, she needs to slow her roll. She needs to be more patient with this whole situation that Mike just got out. And I think Justine is really trying to push this whole I'm the wife, I'm the wife, I'm the wife, I'm the new mommy, and it's like, okay, girl, calm down. We know y'all are married. We understand. Calm down. Okay. She's trying to exert her authority or her rank in this family, in this whole situation with the kids and the mama, and she's kind of jockeying for control and jockeying for her position, that she wants to be the one of the most important people to Michael. And I think that it's not necessarily about that. You have to work harmoniously when it comes to people, you having children, him having children. To me, it's all about the children. It's not about your ego. It's not about your pride. It's not about your position. It's not about yourself, and you want to have a sense of importance and entitlement. It's not about that. When it comes to having children and people, relationship with their children, it's all about the kids. It's never about what you want or how you feel. F your feelings. Put your feelings to the side and learn to have some patience. It's going to take time. You're not going to walk in and be like, I'm the mom, I'm the stepmom, and I'm doing all this. She's doing too much, right? Like Leo Lyon said, she's just doing too much. She's just there's just overly sense of importance that she just wants everybody to know that she's Mike's wife. I don't like people like that. It's like, you should, it seems with Justine, there's some sort of level of insecurity there, that she feels the need to just remind and let everybody know that she's married to Michael. That everybody has to understand, everybody has to respect her. That comes from a sense of insecurity somewhere. So she need to work that out between her and Mike. They need to have a conversation. They need to talk, and not the mama and her really be talking, but they need to work that out. He needs to step in and have more of a say so and a more of a role, and tell Justine, like, look, we need to work this out with us. Then we can go to the mama and the sister and the baby mamas and the exes and try to, work them out with them, because it starts with you as a couple first, then it spreads to the other one. If you but it just doesn't seem to me, in my opinion, that Justine and Mike really haven't had these deep conversations. They have not had a lot of deep conversations about the kids, about their parenting styles, about the ex-wives of the baby mamas, about the role of the mother in their lives and the lives with her grandkids, how they're going to blend these two families together. What's the role with her kids and their kids, and how they need to bring them all together, and what's going to happen with his parole and his incarceration, his rap career, what's expected of that. It just seems like, while all these 2.5 years they've been talking, they've been kikiing and caw-cawing and cupcaking and and wearing negligee for the videos, and telling each other how much they love you and sending gifts and blowing kisses, and after all of that, it just seemed like they didn't really have any plan or any deep conversations about what life really is going to look like when they live together and they're married. It was just seemed like it was all butterfly and rainbows and love yous and all the endorphins and all the high of a relationship, and there was no like real talk, So I don't know. It was just weird. All that should have been talked about before they got married, when they decided that they wanted to get married. All of that should have been constantly being talked about. But the fact he get out of jail and he can't go to another state, and she's like, well, I feel like my life is being suffocated too, and we can't do that. Okay, that's a possibility, boo. When you're dealing with the felon and somebody that's on parole, that they're not going to be able to leave their state. I mean, I know mofos can't leave their county, so that's a possibility. I mean, that's something that should have been discussed. What is going to be your turn? And the fact that she just seemed like they were blindsided by it. That's just weird to me. I was like, what y'all talk about for 2.5 years? Did y'all talk about him rapping, the car, the chain, the gifts, your booty? What's he gonna get it in when he get out? Like, we are having real conversations, like, about the kids and about what we gonna do. Even before he even got out, the sister was asking her, Well, what are you going to do about this and do about that? Well, we'll just figure it out when we get out. That's not how you do a relationship or a marriage. Well, we'll just figure it out when we get it out. And now you're seeing the fallback from that of we'll just figure it out when you get out. Okay, things just don't work out themselves. You have to work at it. You have to discuss things. There has to be some kind of compromise and consensus made. Things don't just work out by themselves. Like, people are foolish to think that you get in a relationship with somebody and you're not communicating with them and you're not making plans. A relationship don't just work out itself. A marriage just don't plan itself. You have to come together as a partner and a couple to work things out. And I just, and Michael just got out, so it's really, really early. So maybe things will fall into place. But a lot of this between Justine and Michael could be avoided if these conversations and things have been brought up in the beginning. So that's what I got to say about that. Who else? They didn't show crying Ashley and Travis. Thank God. I'm tired of looking at them. I'm happy that they didn't show them. Monique and Derek, it was just a bunch of them driving around. Like, this is supposed to be a car chase. It wasn't really a car chase. It was more like a car follow. The shocker at the end was surprised that Derek do know, and I think he's wrong for not telling Monique who was in the car and just letting her assume certain things. So if it wasn't the sisters, I'm gonna be kind of upset with Derek. I'm gonna be upset. I'm just kind of going to be upset if it turns out it's another woman and it's not the sisters, and he's just going to let the sisters take the fall for this. But I think it's the sisters, but I might be wrong. But and then Monique is way too controlling over Derek. He can't spend some time by himself. He can't take an Uber by himself. He can't go get him nothing to eat. Well, I'll take you. Okay, Monique, like, she is way too suffocating. And there are people who are like that. And some people are okay with that, but then other people are like, oh no, I can't deal with that. And Derek, he just seems like he's the type of person that kind of, wants a space. Everybody needs their space nowadays, especially after going through the car and then the producers in the car and all that. It was just hilarious. They had me cracking up. But, I just think that Derek hasn't told Monique everything about his life. He got strange people, the other episode, calling his phone. There's been people, in the background who've come forward and say that, Derek was sliding in their DMs, or they slid in his DMs and he responded. And there's no reason why. And I have to say, some of y'all may have seen, according to Amber and her report, about some chick took screenshots and saying that if somebody slides in your DMs, and you're not interested, and you have a man or a woman or a wife or girlfriend, there's no reason to even entertain that. Someone's like, oh, hey, I really like your show. You can respond like, okay, thanks. And then if they come back and be like, oh, you're really looking nice and blah, 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 there's no reason to respond to that. Just move on. But the fact that Derek was responding to this lady, he wasn't saying anything, sexual or nothing like that. But the fact that he was responding back to her, she sent a message and he sent a message, and she should have like you given, like, that's something I wouldn't want to be with somebody, and I'm with a man, and then somebody sliding in my man's DMs and he's even entertaining her. Like, there's no reason why you should be having conversations with somebody you don't know in another state, that y'all are over having conversations, even if it's little conversations, big conversations. There's no reason to entertain that. So, I call foul on that. Whether Derek is talking to other people, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the car chase was just the camera moving around with side effects. It was really a nothing burger. It was really nothing. So I'm kind of like thumbs down on that. That was like, they hyped it up and they advertised it, and then really it was just them driving around. And Monique scared and crying and screaming, and Derek is like, go, go, go. It was really nothing. Okay. Let me see. Who else are we talking about? And like I said, Nathan and Skylar, to me, that's just a disaster dumpster fire waiting to happen. Nathan is way too possessive and jealous. Skylar, I like her attitude, and she really seems level-headed. Like, she knows what time it is. And I get the feeling from Skylar that Skylar really don't like Nathan as much as he likes her. I think Nathan really loves, or thinks he loves, Skylar. Like I said, it's kind of hard when it's just obvious to me that they've never really spent any time together as a real couple. I think that they was together getting high, having sex, getting high, having sex, hanging out at the trap house, and they were like, "Oh, well, we gonna be together." Like, and they not in they weren't in a real relationship. It was an addict relationship, and they thinking that we can kind of make something out of this since we both went in jail and got out of jail. So I don't know. Gabby and Chris, again, Gabby and Chris is like watching two children. Like, it's just like watching two 15-year-olds who've never been in a relationship before. Um and I just Gabby and Chris just give me a headache. They act like little kids. They act like people who've never been in a relationship. Again, I'm watching these episodes from last season to this season. I say it before and I say it again. I don't think Gabby and Chris have really ever had a real relationship. The way they act is just way too childish and weird. Like, the way they act is just two people who are just trying to feel something out. They should not really. They should never be in a relationship, never be married, or if they do want to be in a relationship, they should take it slow. I don't think they should jump into living together. I understand it's a done deal now, but the way that they act, it's just like it's just weird to me. It's off putting and it's weird. It's off putting. Someone said, okay, Leo Line says Monique and Derek will cross over to Life After Lockup, and then we'll see the fight with the sisters. I heard that Monique and Derek are going to be on the second season of the show. I also heard that Eris and Cameron are going to be on the second season. I don't know if any of that's true, but we'll see. But again, I don't. I like I was saying, Gabby and Chris, there's just something off-putting. A lot of us knows what will happen. I saw the videos of Chris beating up Gabby. It was horrific. Like, I just watched these videos the other day. They're online if you search for it, and it was just horrific. I mean, it was horrific. Like, he was literally like holding her head down and punching her at the same time. So she's like in a position where she can't move, and he's holding her head down and like punching her. And I just wanted to scream. I just wanted, just to Sorry, it's my cat. My cat is over here being bad. I just wanted to just scream and help her and do something. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, it was just a sense of panic in my chest. You know, I just I didn't know what to do. I felt so bad for her. The way she was. I mean, he was punching her like he was punching a dude. Like, he was hitting her. Um, like, if you don't know Gabby and Chris, they had a domestic violence issue, and he's actually in jail, and he busted out her teeth. I could see, because the way he wasn't slapping her, he wasn't pushing her, he was full on like hitting her in the fist like she was a dude. And there's no excuse for that. I don't care if somebody's arguing with you, they fighting with you. I don't care if a mofo stole from you. I don't care what happened. Unless somebody's threatening you with a weapon or threatening to hurt you, then I can understand that. But then you run for your life and you get out of that apartment and you run like hell. But there's no excuse. I don't care what Gabby said, what Gabby did. There is no excuse for a man that's 6'2", 6'3", and Gabby's like 5'4", for him to be punching her like he's punching a man. There's just there was no. It was horrific. I watched it and was like, oh my god. And I had other people watch it too who don't even watch the show, and they were like shocked. They were like, wow, like he's full on just punching her, just grabbing her by the hair and just hitting her. There's no excuse for. I don't care what his family says. There's no excuse for that. You know. Um. So Life After Lockup starts in February. So I'm definitely gonna watch that. Also, I think that's all the couples I need to talk about. Also, I need to talk about that. There is going to be a 90-day show, a 90-day the other way around. I did not cover the tell all. Like, for y'all, the tell all just didn't do anything for me. Again, I'm only interested in Usman and Kimberly, and they're not together. And then Michael and Angela, that didn't do nothing for me. Like, I was just like, Angela got up there the first tell all episode Acting the Fool. The other couples I really don't care about. So I don't care about what Big Ed said, and I never watched any season Big. I didn't care about none of that. So that didn't do much for me at all. So sorry, y'all. I didn't cover the tell all. But again, y'all know I don't, 90 day, I'm not heavy in these 90-day streets, but I will watch 90 Day the other way. And that starts I think the 27th, next Sunday, I think. Um yeah, 90 Day the other way. And so I'm definitely gonna watch that live if I can, as long as they have the episodes on YouTube. But I'm definitely gonna watch that because it looked like my kind of show. I don't, the regular 90 Day don't do it for me, but this other way show does. I like when they go to exotic locations and we get to see how other people live in other countries. I like that. I don't really like the idea that people just coming here to America. I don't. So that's my next show I'm going to watch. I don't know how many episodes are left for Love After Lockup. I know Life After Lockup starts in February, so I'm happy for that. So, I'm going to keep watching this. I'm going to keep watching the live. Yeah, I can't with Angela and Ed. I can't support that. But like I said, this episode gets a C minus. It wasn't really that, really all of that happens on the next episode. Maybe this season or next season they'll show what went on between Monique and his sisters. If you didn't hear, they supposedly got into a dust up. I don't know if they're going to show that this season or is it going to be next season. I don't know. The way they kind of talked, it was kind of like it's going to be on next season. I don't know. I don't find Monique and Derek very entertaining. I know some of y'all love this cast and these bloggers are raging about how great this cast was. I don't see it. To me, they just all right. Like it to me, it's a little bit better than last season. It's better than Love During Lockup. Love During Lockup got really, really boring because it wasn't enough. Oh yeah, Bilal and Shida, I don't care about them wanting to have a baby, not want to have a baby. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. But that's all I gotta say. Like I enjoyed this episode. Enjoyed coming on here watching with y'all after having a really stressful week, and I'm gonna have another stressful week as I try to get all this stuff together with my cars and my cat, and still trying to work. So I appreciate it, everybody being here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I like to say shout out to my new subscribers. I had new subscribers. I had at least 3 new subscribers. That's good. I'm trying to get to 700. That's my first goal. Then after 700, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And once I get 1,000, I will get monetized. That means money, 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 money. That means moolah. And so yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So I'm trying to build on this channel. I don't put a lot of effort into it like I should, but because my life is just, like I said, running businesses. At least we're over the holidays, but we're getting into Easter and St. Patrick's Day. Easter is a big seller for me. I sell a lot during Easter, which reminds me, I gotta start getting ready for Easter. February 1st, I'll really start getting ready for the Easter push. But I sell a lot during Easter and during Mother's Day, of course, because I make candles, I do jewelry. So that is a real like big jewelry candle time is Easter and Mother's Day. So yeah. So I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good evening. It's a Saturday. It's Saturday night, right? I'm gonna watch some K-dramas. I'm gonna watch some Korean dramas and just watch some Auntie. I'll probably watch some Auntie. I'll watch her. I'll watch her recap. I think Auntie's advice is live right now. So I'll wait till she's done. But I'll watch her recap. But anyway, y'all have a good day. I mean a good night, good evening, good day, whenever you're watching this. And good night, everybody. I thank everybody, GSP, Leo Lion, Dustin, Joseph, all the fellas out there. I like to see men coming over here and watching this ish. I appreciate y'all, but y'all have a good night, and I'm gonna try to get some rest. I'm gonna probably go to bed early tonight, watch a little bit of YouTube. It's 8:23 here, so I'm gonna try to watch a little bit, get these kids together, because these kids is driving me crazy. They drive my mama crazy. But that's about it, y'all. Thank you for being here again, and I talk to y'all later. Bye.